Yo everyone, welcome to Amps, Pedals and Pickups. Today we're going to be checking out the Boss ML2 Metalcore pedal. Now I just did some Googling. This bad boy came out in 2007, and who else to endorse a metalcore pedal other than Dave Navarro? What a strange advertisement that they did back then. So yeah, I picked up a whole bunch of these pedals secondhand. I've just been thrifting, guitar thrifting, I'm sure we all do it. I picked up a batch of pedals, got this at a really good price, and I wanted to do a bit of a series about these sorts of treasured pedals and stuff that we can all access easily. It's not always about the latest and greatest thing. And it's got metalcore in the name. Why would I not want to try this thing? I think I owned this back in the day, or I really wanted it. I definitely had a DS1. I think I either borrowed an ML2 or I really wanted one. I'm not too sure. I don't really remember how it went, so let's check it out in this video. So talk about the signal chain. I've got the guitar running into the TC Sentry, the noise gate, into the ML2. It's going into the EVH 5153 50 watt back there, and then I'm running the noise gate through the loop there as well. And then once that's done, the amp goes into the Red 7 amp central load box inside of Reaper. And for the cab/IR sort of things, I'm just using a neural DSP plugin. What is it? Nameless. I've disabled the amps. I'm just using the cab section of there. And the good thing about doing stuff like this is I can use the EQ inside of the amp sim, and I can also use the reverb and delay if I want to reach for that stuff super quick. Really awesome sort of hybrid setup. Guitar, we're going with the LTD EC1000 for the full metalcore experience. We're in drop B here with some bare knuckle pickup aftermaths that are in here. This is like my mosh machine. So yeah, let's check it out. We're currently on the green channel of the 5153. So this is with the pedal off. Everything's pretty much at noon here. Let's check how it sounds. Let's see how the distortion changes things. That's not, it doesn't feel like a tube amp. It definitely feels like a pedal, but to go from that sort of clean sound to this, the way that carries over is actually quite good for, just a pedal of this caliber. I think the last sort of time I played those riffs was on this exact same guitar many moons ago. It's just such the, the drop B metalcore thing, isn't it? Parkway Drive riff. It doesn't sound like, a couple $1,000 tube amp or anything, but for that clean sound to come out of this pedal, very impressive. Let's just switch it off to hear the clean sound like again. So going from this sound. Let's just mess with the EQ a little bit. think rolling off that high just does something. It just takes a little bit of that harshness away. Sounding good here, especially from a clean channel as well. It's crazy. Crank that up. Alright, so everything there was with the green channel. I've just flicked it over to the red channel. Pedals off, let's take a listen to how everything's sounding. So you can tell there's like the bass there for a ripping, roaring pedal, but I wanted to leave some headroom for the metalcore pedal to let it do its thing. So everything's pretty much zeroed out. Let's flick it on and see how it's sounding. Actually, you know what? I'll just do some chugging quickly. So still a little bit dry sounding. We'll see what the metalcore pedal adds. Absolute chaos when you're double stacking that distortion, it seems. So I'll turn it down a little bit. I think we need to lower those lows. Just get a little bit tubby there. That's a lot better. That's sort of like enhancing the sort of tone that I want to do. Too much crackle going on the top end. Nah, it's just killing it. I can tolerate that. That's a little bit chainsawy, but not too bad. I didn't realize this video was just me turning into practicing sessions. That's totally not bad. I guess it's sort of adding a different flavor to this channel. I was going to stop filming, but one thing we didn't do is just annihilate the distortion to see if we can get that HM2 sort of sound. So I've got the gain back down to 1 on the lead channel. Let's crank the distortion and see how this sounds. I'm going to get the level. So we're at about there. Let's see what this sounds like. So when you do the chords, it sounds like it's doing the chainsaw thing, but on the single notes, not so much. It's pretty clear for what what's going on with this pedal. Then it's there for that stuff. So there we go. It's my quick demo of the Boss Metalcore 2 pedal. I'm not a typical distortion pedal kind of guy. I really just like tube screamering or boosting amps and getting that amp distortion out of there. Just rolling a little bit of that low end away and having that crispy tone. Because when you have distortion pedals and fuzz pedals, you just get that like sort of chainsawing, mashed up thing. I thought the ML2 was going to be a lot more into that sort of realm, and I definitely know that if I was like a kid with a combo amp and I tried this pedal, I'd be a lot more impressed with the sort of metal distortion sound that you get out of this one versus like a DS1 or some other distortion pedal that I've tried. So hats off to it. It's definitely, out of the stuff that I've tried, the most metal pedal for a clean amp, so that's sort of where it does props. Would I add this to an already saturated lead tone? Only if I wanted some effect, just to do something a little bit different, but it's not really a necessity for that kind of thing. But if I was just like a kid with a clean amp and I wanted a distortion pedal, I think you can't go wrong with this. You can get it for like 50 to 100 bucks AUD secondhand, which I'm guessing is like 40 to 60 US dollars. Hopefully the secondhand prices aren't too crazy over in the States or anything, but cheap and cheerful pedal. Dave Navarro endorsed. What could go wrong with this one? Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe if you like what's going on here. If you've used the ML2 pedal before and I'm missing out on some cool things like running it into a loop or running it into a specific kind of amp, let me know. I might come back and revisit this kind of thing. But as always, thanks for sticking through to the end of the video, and I'll catch you on the next one.